Did Garrett?
Yay! Now I'm unmuted. Now we can start episode 20. Do you believe it? 20. It feels like a momentous, sort of a milestone occasion here, right? And that's what we're going to make it into, because we're going to do the Voyage of the Ultros today. Who's ready? Who's ready to win one for the good guys?
Oh, yeah.
Why did everybody's hands go down?
You said the good guys. We're the bad guys, according to you.
Consider to be the good guys, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Hey, it's all about perspective. You know? I mean, think about it from Hexia's point of view. What meddlers you are. Just trying to bring a little full 360, bring the whole world to the audience. Here is Thylea, right? Not everybody agrees, but it's okay. Because somebody will kill somebody else in the end, and then that person historically will have seen to be the right one the whole time. I mean, spoiler alert. But we've got ahead of ourselves. The Voyage of the Ultros. Where are we in our story? Well, we have Naya's dead mother as a ship, or at least that's what we're saying. And we've got... we have the ship procured by the heroes, and we're back at the port of Mitros, and we're getting ready to set forth. Okay, so you're in Mitros, you've got your ship, and Kira is urging you to prepare to set sail as quickly as possible. She's heard rumors that King Acastus might be plotting against the party. And he's...
Plotting?
Plotting, yeah. He's become very jealous of your fame. And he feels like your fame is beginning to eclipse his.
He's probably right.
Delta, make a perception check then.
Oh. Okay.
So,
this is the character I'm not good at that on.
It's just a new day.
It is a new day. Yeah, you can consider it as if you've had a full rest.
Yay.
Long rest.
A 7?
You notice Kira's being... She's acting a little bit different amongst the party. You don't pick up on any tells why, but you do notice that there's just something about her behavior that's different.
I think I actually have a bonus to that. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, it's just on charisma checks when I'm talking to gods.
Oh. You expect she's acting weirdly.
Isn't she a god?
Right, but it wasn't her.
I'm assuming she is.
Oh, is she? You suspect it has something to do with Kyros, but you're not sure.
Oh.
Okay.
She knows. Dude, she knows.
Speaking of your fame, you've reached fame level 7.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to read from the book what fame level 7 means. Bards now frequently approach you, asking to tell the real story of your exploits.
Ow.
Choose one deed that you've performed when songs are sung about you. They focus on this particular deed. What I'd like to do is do a little random roll here. I'm going to pick somebody, and that person's going to pick that deed for some other character. Let's see how this goes. Okay, Nyrix. You're up first. Any other character, and pick what deed you think would be sung about them most frequently.
Probably the great athletic exploits of Kyros in the Great Games.
Oh, okay. The mighty performance at the Great Games that won it.
Yeah, because, it's a big, huge public event. Plus, Kyros is like, the rest of us, we're not, the human dominant group, right? We're sort of peoples who are more fringe peoples, and Kyros is unique as far as we know. So, I mean, there may be another person like Kyros around, but I just think that is something, and they outstandingly, performed in the games. So
there's no one else like me anywhere.
Right, you're like Kal-El. You really are. You know, you arrived in your little ship to our world, and it's like Superman at the games, basically.
Cat L. That works.
Cat L.
Cat L.
Cat L.
Okay, Kyros, since
great.
you were chosen, you can go second. Pick anybody but Nyrix. We'll do Nyrix last, so it makes a full circle.
I'm going to pick Delta for bringing bringing to light the injustice of the Lady of Coins. And
Son of a bitch.
Cool. She's still around. Maxina does not like that choice.
I was feeling that.
All right, Delta. You got one of two options.
I'm gonna choose Andromeda, and I'm gonna say when she freed all of the
Minotaurs.
Oh, the animals?
all the animals from captivity and started union rights.
The Minotaurs,
Minotaur
right?
union rights.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I was not thinking of that one for Andromeda. I thought for sure somebody was going to say killing Aunt Demetria. But freeing that's a good one. That's a good one. All right, Andromeda, why don't you pick one for Naya?
Okay. I will go with all of Naya's sort of buffs and debuffs in battle. Like she's always healing, always being in the background with her weird spooky hair.
Not all the screaming in the water. That's not mentioned.
That's a good one to have songs sung about. Okay, Naya, what about Nyrix?
A lot of things rhyme with spooky hair. Yeah, well, I kind of think
Looky
Nyrix
there.
is already writing our song, so I'll
Be real meta. It's a song about a song.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man.
So yeah, just kind of the fact that he's composing a great epic, and I'm kind of casting shade on you, the bard, asking me this because he's telling our story. Thank you very much.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
But this is like the true Hollywood
feels
story.
like Naya. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Good stuff. Okay. So while we're in Mitros, any personal final preparations to make? Everybody have the magic items they're supposed to have on their character sheet. Anybody want to purchase anything from the marketplace?
Ghost repellent.
Ghost repellent.
Is that any?
Let me take a quick look here. Yeah, no, not available.
Damn.
Somebody just bought the last one.
That long. Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
No.
No, I was just gonna ask that longsword I got last time. That doesn't have like a special thing, does it? It's just a longsword +1.
I think you could treat it as a longsword +1. You might just want to put in the notes if you can for the item that it's an extra D4 when you're mounted, extra D4 damage when you're mounted when you use it. But
okay.
Yeah, I don't know that there's an easier way to do it. I don't.
Yeah, I think I'm okay. I mean, I don't know that we need anything else.
Stop handing out as much treasure. All right, make myself a note.
No one ever said that.
I
like all my cool treasure.
This is a perfect opportunity for Sadie the Satyr to show up and give us some more random stuff.
Trinket.
Random useless crap.
Quit reading my notes. It's not time for Sadie quite yet.
Oh.
All right.
If I can get a second bone cow trip, maybe I can use them.
Probably.
Okay.
They're made from a knuckle, right? It's probably a whole set just out there somewhere.
When you have just the one, it's kind of like when you
Oh.
have just one business card, you have to ask for a bag every time.
That's hilarious. Oh, sorry, can I have that? Just
I was gonna say that the caltrips are kind of like the stones of Baron Zaya from Skyrim. It's like there's 25 other ones out there, but the quest map doesn't show you where they are. So
The worst.
good luck.
Those are my favorite kind of quests.
All right. Okay, so before we get into box text and all that stuff, I thought it might be beneficial to go through, since this is sort of a life episode. Let's go through everybody's current state of backstory and goals for their path, just to recap where we're at. I don't know that I did this in any particular order, but I have Delta down first in my notes.
Okay.
So let's start there. So Delta, what do you think? You're a Medusa child of Pythor?
Mm-hmm.
Fair description.
Mm-hmm.
How you got to that point, we won't necessarily have to get into, but you got to meet Pythor early in the Odyssey. You have his hammer, which he gave to you, and he's expecting you to really do two things with it, right? One is you can craft your rod of lordly might, which is Pythor's greatest weapon, and he wants you to seek out revenge on Hexia, who we know is a green dragon and who is responsible for your mother's disappearance.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you are seeking 3 components for this great weapon. One is any magical mace. I don't think you found that yet. An
No.
adamantine ingot. I don't know that you have one of those either. And 20,000 gold pieces, which I don't think you have yet either. So,
We're saving.
Can we shop for 20,000 gold pieces? Maybe we can pick that up at the store.
Yeah. Go ask for that in the marketplace. You do know that Hexia is somewhere in the Forgotten Sea, and you also have an ace up your sleeve. You have Moxina, who's committed an oath of service to you to help you handle Hexia, right? She can kind of point the way. Anything else, Delta? Did I cover it all?
No, I think that's it. I was trying to remember if we had an adamantine ingot, but I think we just have. I don't think that's correct.
I think we had
Okay.
mithril or something. I think we had another fancy metal that wasn't adamantine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, Naya. I have written down is our orphaned river nymph. Is that fair?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what they called me back at the Grove.
Yeah, literally that. Hey, you orphaned river nymph. Fetch me my tea. Yes, sir.
Okay. Maybe
Niece
next time
of
you
the
remember it's
Oracle.
Naya.
Niece of the Oracle, right? You're a budding Oracle yourself. And you're going to be turning 18 soon. All sounds really pleasant.
It's got to be good.
Turning 18 happens to coincide with the end of the Oath of Peace. We don't know what that's about, but okay. Naya seems to be singled out at times of conflict, which is credited to a belief that others want to prevent doomsday by sort of ending you. Is that a nice way to put it?
A nice way to put it. Yeah.
There's a prophecy about a beast that you're fated to die to. And you sought out your other aunt, Demetria, who admitted to killing your father for convincing your mother to side with Esther, Archelander, which led to the loss of her magical tree, and thus we have the Ultros. And Demetria encouraged you to seek out the Fates to learn more about your doom.
I also sew
And scream in water.
I scream in a lot of water.
Hobbies include
Running
Alright.
away from people, hiding under benches, standing behind Andromeda. I do that. Doesn't get brought up a lot, but
So you don't know where the fates are, right? But
that's correct.
it's a little hint. Could be somewhere out there in the seas, huh? Never know.
Any 3 ladies on a rock stirring a pot and or singing. Keeping an eye out for that on the deck.
Or both. Maybe it's or both.
Sailor on the seas of fate.
Okay.
Spinning
Andromeda?
thread.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Andromeda, an Amazon of Themis, granddaughter of Sidon.
oh right.
Did you forget?
That's right.
Forgot about that.
I don't want to stir up any emotions amongst the party, right? Wouldn't want you backstabbing each other, but once again, I'll say granddaughter of Sidon.
Oh, I trust her.
Yeah.
So
Just got a good head on our shoulders.
That just frames so much of your behavior relative to these Sidon worshippers that we've met and stuff. And it's such a different light. It's really funny. Anyway.
The Oracle gave you a family heirloom, a locket of your grandmother's, right? And Aggie actually spoke to you through it one. And you are destined to reestablish the Dragonlords and get revenge on your grandfather Sidon for killing your grandmother Aggie.
That was it.
And get a cool dragon.
Get a cool dragon.
Supposedly, we haven't seen this happen yet, but yeah. I mean, it depends on the mood of the DM, I think, right?
Yeah. Though, would the revenge for Sidon just be like clowning on all his followers?
Yeah, it could be.
Just dunking on them constantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been happening. It is fate.
Kyros, the Leonin outsider, who is
hello.
seeking his way home, right?
Yep. Just want to go home to my mom.
No better story than that. So you're off to find ruby slippers, and then you click them together 3 times. Finding ones that fit are the problem. We found 3 already.
It's like Morrowind. The cat people can't wear boots for some reason.
Yeah, right. So the Oracle revealed that your path home starts with finding the lost treasure of the dragon. And Pythor revealed to you that Esther Arklander knows of its whereabouts.
Oh, good. He's
Esther's
can just tell
really
you.
close by, and he is very eager. He cannot wait to help you.
God damn him. Okay, great. Hold on. I'm
Cannot
gonna write this
wait.
down.
Please let me know.
Okay, I need a treasure that this jerk in my head knows. Oh, I'm possessed by a ghost of this guy for folks who missed last episode.
Oh, that's a footnote. Yeah. Okay. Nyrix is our cursed emo siren seeking to not just lift the curse from himself, not just lift the curse from his family, but perhaps lift the curse from his entire race.
Yes. And singing songs while I do it.
The Oracle told you to speak to Damon the Lich at the Necropolis, which you did. Damon told you your curse was unlike any other in Thylea. It was devised by Sidon and Lutheria, family members of some in the party.
Awkward.
And you were instructed to find the Lotus Witch on Scorpion Island, and that she may know how to lift the curse.
Great. And
Now you
do I
have
know
a-
where Scorpion Island is?
Well, you don't, but we're going to get to that.
Cool.
The side note, the Lotus Witch is an awesome name, and the fact that she hangs out on Scorpion Island is even more badass.
Yeah.
She's
Maybe
essentially a
we'll
One Piece
date. Who knows?
character.
Maybe she's
not a
like
big
maybe
letdown.
she's
Like you get there
maybe
and the
she's
Lotus
the
Witch is
girl.
like a clump and it's just like floating.
Maybe the Lotus Witch will be the woman of my dreams, and that will be my doom, or my curse. That will be my curse. Secret curse. Who knows? Yeah, exactly. Very interesting stuff. Yes. Huh.
Now to the most important stuff, the box text. Word of your imminent departure has spread quickly. The provisioning of your legendary ship did not go unnoticed. No. A sizable crowd of onlookers has gathered to see you off. One's like, oh, hey, look, isn't that one of the one's mothers? The ship, no, literally, the ship is... Two figures of note have actually come to speak with you directly. It's the Queen of the City.
Okay.
Oh.
And the King of the City.
Wow.
No.
Hey! Let's start with the most important. King Acastus, mounted on the back of his silver dragon, sort of watching you with his eyes narrowed. Says,
He's so overcompensating. I can't believe it.
I wish you all well on your journey. Take care, not invite new troubles upon my city. And with that, he spurs his dragon and flies off.
Did you mean to rhyme? Because it did. Just pointing it out.
Okay, so Queen Valis shows up in her chariot. This very regal, elegant entrance. And she climbs down and she glides towards you with sort of her divine poise. And her attendants run before her. And they lay several baskets at your feet. And she says, heroes of the prophecy, I bring you gifts from the people of Mitros. I have come to give you my blessing. But I must speak with you privately before you embark. Okay, so before we talk about what she has to speak to you about, there's gifts from the people of the city. First set of gifts. 4 goats and 2 white cows from some of Mitros' most respected farmers.
Aw.
We can put him on the ship.
That is ship inventory. You'd like to keep track of ship inventory.
4
Naya,
goats
you're doing
and
such a good
2
job
cows.
of keeping track of the rest of the inventory. So.
It's going to be very important for a trading quest later. So
4 goats and 2 cows. Is that right?
4 goats and 2 white cows. Yes.
White cows.
We'll talk about what you might use those for in a bit.
I'm gonna guess a sacrifice.
Oh, no. Okay.
Somewhere Gaius's heart just grew 3 times bigger. It wasn't big to begin with, but I mean now it's almost a heart. Andromeda, you have a personal gift of 10 + 1 arrows.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's groovy.
Each of you gets a potion of healing.
nice.
Oh.
Add that to my.
Each of you gets a potion of climbing.
Ooh.
Each of you gets a potion of resistance. All of those come from the Academy at Mitros. But the greatest gift...
broke.
Oh yeah,
But the
whoa,
greatest
that's not
gift-
good. All right,
The greatest gift
I'll just have to write these down. Okay.
comes from Valis. She is giving you the Antikythera.
Oh.
Oh,
The thing I realized we needed like 10 seconds ago.
She hands you a strange device and she says, as you know, the Cerulean Gulf and the Forgotten Sea are vast, and they harbor many dangers. Some of your destinations may even vanish and shift by the working of capricious primal powers. The Antikythera is a cunning device. It utilizes both magic and mechanical ingenuity to chart a safe path across the oceans. Every island is attuned with a particular constellation in the night sky.
Aha.
Oh.
Ah. By selecting a
Celestial
constellation on the
navigation.
device, you can chart a course to its associated island. Unfortunately, it seems as if someone has stolen a gear from the device. And until the gear is replaced, you can only traverse the Cerulean Gulf. You will not be able to navigate into the further out Forgotten Sea. I suspect that the Order of Sidon is responsible for this theft, in which case Gaius almost certainly has the piece. He departed yesterday for the Order's headquarters on the island of Yonder.
Yonder is the name of the island?
Island of
The
Yonder.
island over yonder.
Yonder is the
Yep.
castle of my father.
All right, let's get all the
Um,
inspiration out of the way right now. Go ahead.
I think it's a great name for an island.
Yonder.
Trying a different tact.
It's good strategy. Reverse psychology.
Hope the island slowly warms to us and we eventually date in the finale. I'm going with the yandere kind of like angle.
Nice.
Figure no one else would take it. Just want to close this door. That one's mine.
Okay. Okay. 2 additional things Valis has to add. Kyros, she calls you over for some personal counsel.
Hi.
Are you open to personal counsel from Valis?
Oh, yes. I could probably use it right now.
He says, Kyros, it might be possible to modify the Antikythera to reveal a path through the Forgotten Sea and beyond the waters of Thylea. But the catch is it would take a Geigen Smith to do so.
Because they have more hands?
The Geigens, lore says the Geigens are perhaps the greatest smiths and engineers that Thylea has to offer, even greater than the gods themselves because of their skill with the craft.
Oh, okay. So we just have to find a Geigen Smith.
They're gigantically skilled, right?
Inspiration.
Pretty good. Ah. I thought that was a given with their name.
I'm not giving out any for the Yonder thing. The island of Yonder.
That's cool. That was too easy. That was shooting fish in a barrel. Yeah.
Andromeda. Valis has personal counsel for you. Are you open to counsel from Valis?
Sure.
She says, Andromeda, I believe that you will fulfill your fate and restore glory to the Dragonlords, if it is your desire. She said, should you follow that path, the first step is to recover the fortress of the Dragonlords. You can find it in the possession of a dragon in the Garden of Helios.
Okay.
She finally says, I have sent out a call for any who are willing to sell the Ultros and join you as your legendary crew. And here they are. Are you ready to meet them? Everybody that is joining you on the Ultros, everybody who has stepped up and said, I'm going with the chosen. First up, she introduces Kira, goddess of music. Kira's like, what, you didn't figure out that I was Kira, the goddess? Oh my god, come on, guys. You call yourselves heroes and you couldn't even get that one figured out? Jeez. Here I am, sticking with you.
Sorry, I am just picturing that we see Kira run behind a curtain, and then the curtain, it's me! You were with us 4 seconds ago.
That's right, Kira's joining you, and Kira's really looking to continue to write her own story about your exploits.
God, we're going to have 3 different accounts of this thing.
Kira's is probably going to be the best, maybe. We'll see.
She is the goddess of music.
She is. The second individual joining you on your journey. Drum roll. It's me. It's Pythor. That's right. I've left Astoria behind me. I'm coming on board the ship. Oh, I'm so excited. I made Honora Queen of Astoria so she could just run it forever.
Okay, I mean...
I've been enjoying my time in Mitros, but I couldn't miss supporting my all-time favorite fighter. There you are, Kira. And Kira's like, oh, Delta! Hey, Delta 2. Yes. Hey, Delta, I'm here to support you. Oh, look at what a fighter you are. You're wielding my hammer and all your might you swing it. Oh, come here and give Dad a hug. Pythor hugs you, and as your face gets like it gets parallel with his face. Kyros, he looks at you and he mouths, "You're still my favorite." And he
I imagine that he means to mouth it, but he actually says out loud, like right in my ear.
You can feel his jaw moving. I'll kind of try and like subtly hand him a beer.
How awkward for Delta. Oh my god, this is terrible.
What? Why is this terrible? This is going to be a fun journey, Nyrix. Everybody together.
Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
You're getting like me.
What's your domain beyond the city? I mean,
God of battle, huh?
Battle.
Yeah. Anywhere there's battle.
I don't think I've ever seen you fight. That's good.
Oh,
That's
no,
good.
don't ask him to fight. He will fight anything.
I'll wrestle.
No,
Are we gonna wrestle?
We're gonna bring some marble statues on the ship.
He was fighting. We met him fighting a statue of himself. Don't ask him to fight things.
But that's
a good fight.
That's actually, he has a thought. He looks up at the Colossus of himself. Huh?
I mean,
yeah, you stay here and figure that one out. We'll go on the ship real quick.
Oh no, I'm coming on board. I'm here for support.
I stand protectively in front of the cows and goats.
It's a good plan.
He does battle with the cows. Blazing saddles moment.
Third
there was one.
Individual coming with you aboard the Ultros. It's Versi, the Oracle.
Weird.
It says, I would assume you find this surprising.
Yeah.
I've decided to defy my father. I've decided.
Did not see that coming.
I'm going to defy my
Hopefully
father.
they did.
Come on. All right, inspiration.
What?
All right, I'll give it inspiration. That was good. I'm going to defy my father. I'm going to help the Chosen on their quest. She says she has witnessed dark futures in her visions and wants to prevent them if at all possible. So she's happy to help mentor Naya if she thinks it would be helpful. And if
bless you.
You can avoid dark futures, then why not?
I didn't know that was an option as an oracle. I thought you just told people about them. This is great. This is the best thing that's happened this whole show.
Opening up new possibilities. You can think in 4 dimensions.
The fourth NPC joining you on your journey. It's me, folks. Sadie to Seda. Huh?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm coming on board. Here I am. Somebody tried to ruin my entrance before, but
Delta, are you?
Let's all roll a D100. Who wants a trinket?
I'll take a trinket.
Sadie? Huh? Roll a D100,
okay,
Kyros.
Hold on. Hold on, I'm getting it. Just give me a second. No, I don't want to turn on orientation thingies. D&D Beyond. I've never used that. 40.
40. Let's see what we got in the bag here for Kyros. Oh, look, it's a small skull fashioned out of an opaque white crystal.
Ooh, is it full of vodka?
There is some liquid in there, but I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Give it a try.
brain juice.
It's terrible, so I do think it is vodka.
Anybody else want a trinket from old Sadie?
I do.
Go ahead, Andromeda. Roll your D100.
Okay. 45.
Oh, look, it's a preserved human scalp. There you go.
Oh.
Just
Gross.
Put it over the skull.
Andromeda's just like
Don't touch
holding
my
it like
scalp.
between.
Could be a set.
Do I have a skull within easy reaching distance? Oh, I do.
It's like
I
Andy's
keep mine
room is
within easy reaching
Sadie's-
distance. Oh, that's good.
I have a crystal skull up there somewhere, but I'm not getting up.
All right, so a preserved human scalp, Andromeda. Feel
Cool.
free to add that to your inventory.
Yep.
Delta, I saw your hand go up. You want something out of Sadie's bag?
Yeah, I got a 90.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a map showing the location of a small village reputed to only appear once every 50 years. Is it real? Probably not, but it's still kind of cool. There you go. Anybody else? Huh?
You're on the trip with us, right?
Oh yeah, I'm on the boat, pal.
Yeah,
I'll be
I don't
right
need to
over
do it
here in the
now.
back.
That's fine. I'll catch you later. You'll be around. I don't want to wear
Yeah.
off the novelty too soon.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
And if you don't survive, maybe say love you.
Oh well. Maybe if you don't
I give
survive,
her-
you'll be the next preserved scalp in my
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, that's. I'm gonna see if I can donate that beforehand.
bag. Oh, right.
Can I
Naya?
give her bone caltrip back?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It's just one. I can't do anything. Thank you. It's
Yeah, you
creepy
wanna
to have so
trade?
many leftover parts of other things.
Why don't we trade? Go ahead and roll a D100, and I'll give you something for the couch.
What if all these came from one victim?
I
That's
hope
We have
you
a
roll another
skull,
bone call trip.
a face, a knuckle.
Pretty soon you'll be able to do Raise Dead and figure out what it was.
Oh,
Or speak with Ted and ask it upon it.
Oh, yeah, you
I got a
skull.
66.
Oh,
I hope it's a bone caltrip.
very ominous number.
I do
right?
too. I really do.
Oh, look, it's a small cracked porcelain doll with most of its hair burn off. There you go. That's not creepy at all.
Can you get your money back, or?
Sometimes it moves in the night and its head turns, but
Naya, it's watching me.
Watching us all. Thanks, I sure do like it.
You throw it overboard one night, it's back in your room, and when you walk in,
Yeah, it's so creepy.
Yep, it's one of those dolls. You can't get rid of it now. It's forever in your inventory.
yeah, that's the villain of the campaign right there.
Totally.
And
Every
Naya
time
is doomed, so it fits.
Every time you stick your head underwater to scream, you look and it's under there with you, looking at you.
Thanks. I sure do hate it.
What's your dolly's name, Naya?
Screaming, inarticulate screaming.
Oh no, you can't name it, then it'll get attached to you.
Yeah. I
Okay.
keep putting it in the bottom of my bag, but just it naturally surfaces.
a few more.
Name it Penny. It's always turning up.
The next NPC, or should I say group of NPCs, joining you on
Oh.
your journey.
A group.
100 sailors total from both Astoria and Mitros. They're joining you. What you've noticed is since Estor has found a new home.
Is that what we're calling it? I'd like to think of it as an illegal sublet, but okay.
The spirits of the ship are no longer there.
Okay.
And so the ship
Oh.
needs somebody to row it. you have 100 oars people to come on board and be your crew. We'll talk more about how you need to keep the crew there and healthy and alive in a bit. But you have 100 crew now that are part of your ship.
So is the ghost crew in Gyros' head with the captain?
I know, it's already too crowded in here.
You don't know where they went, but they are no longer there.
Detect ghost crew.
Kyros was confused by his own thoughts. So it's just getting worse.
Now it's really like right.
Sometimes
exactly.
I can hear my own voice in my head, and it's like talking about the stuff that's happening. What's up with that?
What's up with that? Yeah.
I got 3 more. There's 3 more joining you on your journey.
Oh, wow.
God.
Hey, don't worry. I don't need no introduction, eh? I'm right here. Inside your head, Kyros. That's right, of course I'm coming along. Huh? Hey, Kyros, let me lend you a little advice. When you cross the oceans with an army, and you're surrounded on all sides by death, and there's no end to your journey in sight, you'll soon learn the value of loyalty, won't you? Huh? Me and you. I got your back and you got mine, right, buddy? Thick as thieves we is. That's right, old Esther coming along.
You know,
Not leaving you just yet.
That is better advice than I thought you were going to have, which was have a dragon. So
that would be okay.
I guess loyalty's okay. That sentence made some amount of sense.
Even to you, huh, buddy? Oh, me and you.
I think that was hurtful, but
We'll
I'm
be
not
real
sure.
close. Huh? Real close. We're going to be like this, me and you, buddy.
No, I don't care for that.
Okay. So Esther's coming along. I know you're all excited.
Super. Well, we knew that, didn't we?
Yeah. I mean,
Hey, I guess he could have gotten out and picked a better ride, but when you have the best, am I right? Help me. Someone help me. I'm making eye contact with all of you at once. Especially the doll.
Working on
just like anything. I'll take anything.
The
doll nods its head up and down.
I was told last week advantage on saves only matters when there's a save. Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
You could probably trick my dad into taking him.
That might be. Wow, is that better or worse though? Do we want to give him the god of a body or the body of a god?
I'm just saying that, like, the one person you could probably trick on this bonus.
Quick, shake my hand. I don't have a buzzer in it.
2 more NPCs.
Okay.
Nyrix, it is me, Bullbug. Huh? You remember me?
I do.
I am one with most javelin. Anyway,
debatable.
I have question.
Yes.
It is true. You cannot fly when said.
That is true. That is true.
Why so sad? Bullbug, help you with joke, huh?
Okay,
really?
Let's hear it.
Is sex with Minotaur bestiality? Only half the time, huh? Funny joke. Now you happy, huh? Now you go fly.
That's right. I will, and I'll fly up around the ship.
Bullbug's joining you on your journey. He's not leaving you.
I'm not. I wasn't surprised about that. And our last.
One more.
Yes.
He's like, yep.
Yeah.
I feel like
Lady of Coin. Of course I'm here. Oath of service. Don't mistake me for somebody less confident on the ship.
You don't look anything like Pythor.
Only because I had to unmute. Did you beat me to that one? That's very good. Very good.
Just here being loyal and honest per my oath, helping my Amazon sister Andromeda to free our people from the unfortunate burden of my sister's reign. So, Andromeda, I'm here for you as a fellow Amazon. If you ever
Aw.
need anything. Yep, we'll go do this together. We'll show everybody else how being an Amazon just makes you better.
Well, I mean, in grand scheme of things, I am better at certain things than other people, but, you know, we all have our strengths and weaknesses.
Well, you're better at all of them. You just haven't had a chance to show that to everybody. And I'll help you. I'll help you do that. We'll do that together.
Yeah. And I guess
mean-
you're not really the best Amazon because you got your ass kicked really bad, so...
Hey, we're all trying to improve. All I'm saying is if there's ever room in the Chosen for a new Medusa, one's here, ready to help.
This is going to be a long boat ride.
Gonna try and
Especially
tick
for
off
Delta,
two
she's
boxes, like Amazon
sandwiched
and
between-
Medusa.
Yeah, I go
Delta's supposed to
one
pick
way
two
and
of
I
her
get my
least
dad.
favorite people. Yep.
Yeah, it's so. This is a large ship,
It is a big ship.
much
Not
larger.
not
than
large enough.
But we have 100 crew plus our elite visitors, and like, is Pythor just lounging on a chair on deck the whole time, like with his
Pretty much,
sack out, like
Yeah. He's
lounge,
got like a
one leg up.
a big stein, and he's just drinking out of a barrel.
Yeah, that's
Must
really
be
why
all
he's
this
tagging
fire.
along. That's really why he's tagging along, is to work on his tan.
Booze cruise.
He's got one of those. He's got one of those reflectors, cocoa butter all over him.
He's got one of those like rubber band workout things. He gets up and does that every once in a while. Yeah. I know.
Picking his teeth with a spear.
Huh.
Wrestles a cow. Hey, come here, you.
I took my eyes off him. Sorry.
Okay,
It's gonna happen.
I have a question.
sure.
Could I purchase like a mithril breastplate? I don't know how expensive that would be.
We
I
don't
don't see
have
why
an
not.
extra one of those. I feel like we've got a
Did we have one?
abundance of
I feel like you
breastplates.
found a mithril
Because
breastplate.
my level 6 ability was that I became proficient with medium armor.
Yeah, I feel like
And if I wear mithril, the whole weight limit won't be a problem for me,
Mhm.
and I can still fly.
I feel like Andromeda has like 8 different suits of armor at this point because she was the only one who could wear medium for a while.
I think I gave
Do it.
away one of the breastplates, though. 'cause
Yeah,
I
I've
have
got
it in
a-
the inventory.
I've got a mithril breastplate that
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not currently got equipped.
You're not wearing? Well,
Correct.
if I will, I'll happily borrow it from you. I'll keep
Yeah.
it clean, polished. When I learn prestidigitation, it'll be a lot easier. But for now, I'll just, use a chamois. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Saves us some gold since I have to save up a bunch apparently.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do if I see any gold laying around.
Yeah,
See, this
Maybe
is why you
I
never
can-
tip.
Maybe what we can do is... That's a good point. Maybe what we can do is we can cast heat metal on some gold, and people will be like, my gold's too hot. I don't want it. And they drop it, and we can get it.
or we could find that treasure that Kyros needs to find, and
Oh, there's that too.
Oh.
Yeah.
bet you that has 2,000. Is that how much?
I think it's 20.
We
wasn't
need-
it?
20,000.
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
million?
See, we should have gone to the bank. They have before we left, I'm sure we could have gotten that there. Right? That's the money store, is the bank, yeah?
Oh, the money
That's how that works?
Right. Okay. Couple more things before the ship can set sail. You notice Valis and Kira sort of privately talking on the deck out at the docks off of the ship, and you
Mhm.
see Valis give
Oh.
Kira.
Hold on a second.
Oh, no.
There it is.
Yep.
Sorry, guys.
Hey.
Okay, there.
You see Valis banish. He's completely gone.
No, I'm sorry, guys.
Oh. We need him.
Oh, I was just gonna play that into the story. Sorry. Never mind.
Oh, that gets sucked into a pit or something? Sounds good.
You see Valis give Kira a locked bronze casket, carved with protective magical, and they're loading that aboard the ship.
How big is it?
It's not huge. It's probably like 2 to 3
When you say
feet, 2 to
casket, you
3
mean
feet.
box, not
It's like a box,
coffin.
yeah. It's not a coffin, no.
Okay.
Okay.
But it looks like it would open like a casket, you know. It's just got
Right.
all these runes all over it. It's obviously locked and sealed, and just sort of loads that aboard the ship.
Cool. Does it look sort of magic-y, or does it look like the runes are... It looks magic-y. Okay.
Looks very magic-y. No Arcana check needed.
Good.
Crap full of magic.
Yeah, the runes actually say, "Hey, this shit's magic."
That's
Magic, do not touch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is that an evil doll repellent or? Yeah.
Valis says, important information.
Okay.
You have 2 short months before the Oath of Peace comes to an end and before Naya turns 18. 2 months.
Unrelated. Those are unrelated. Just
Okay.
2 separate.
60 days.
Sure.
You have 60 days to confront Sidon in his tower at Praxis.
Oh God.
You have 60 days to confront Lutheria on her throne in the Nether Sea.
Yeah.
If you cannot renew the Oath of Peace in that time, I fear to think of what will befall this city. The armies of the Titans will slaughter the people of Mitros and soak the land in blood.
No pressure.
Good news, silver lining, the Titans are weaker now than they were in the First War. You would be wise to gather what power you can on your journey. With the right weapons and knowledge, perhaps you could even challenge the Titans directly.
I like that idea.
Oh, wait, there's one more NPC. Silas comes running up. Wait, Naya, wait. I got you one. He's out of breath. I got you one last present for your journey. And he
Is it
hands
20,000 gold? He looks like he might have 20,000 gold.
Oh, was I didn't bring gold. Was I supposed to? It's just an alchemy jug. I figured you were going to be out at sea and have all this salty water, and I know you like to scream in like fresh river water, so I thought I got this out of my father's basement, and he brought a bowl, and he's like, look, you could just every day you've got like gallons of this stuff you could just pour and then scream and.
I mean, it's
It's
useful.
actually kind of sweet.
This is the most thoughtful thing you've ever done. I actually love this. Thank you, Sala. I will hug him, but kind of keep my shoulders at an angle so it's not like inviting him to put his hands on me too much. But it's a hug.
Christian side hug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Thank you. Actually,
he's as
this
happy
is
as he's
nice.
ever been in his life, probably. He's like, I did something right.
Yep. You said you were going to try to be better, and this is a good start. This is very good.
Wow.
Are we ready?
Are you guys going steady?
Oh, does he not have anything for me? Okay.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, no, I'm ready.
I do have 2 questions. One's bigger picture. I believe, I think this is true for several people. Delta, yours is baked into your quest, but we all have to find like some magic item or another that's kind of key to our quest, right? Like I think I'm supposed to find a cloak of invisibility. Now, is that something we have to forge as well? Like we have a forge, or is that something that you've considered? You can just tell us, don't worry about it. Okay. The second is, how much does it cost to provision?
The doll goes like this. The doll silently puts it to its cracked porcelain jaw.
Oh.
And
Everyone saw that, right?
I'm not in the habit of contradicting haunted dolls. So, no, but yeah, so it's not something I'm supposed to be gathering parts for, at least. I should be just on the lookout for something that... Okay.
we'll get there soon enough, Naya. Don't you worry.
Okay. Okay, I can't wait to turn
Don't you
invisible
worry.
and scream in water. And the second is, how much does it cost to provision a crew of 100 plus here?
That's the thing. They're volunteers. She called for volunteers. You've got volunteers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they
but
need to
how much?
eat
They
and
still
drink.
need to
We
eat.
gotta eat. We no, we gotta feed
You
them,
got
right? We
4
don't need.
goats and 2 cows. I told you this all comes together, right?
That's gonna last a week and a
That's-
half
Yeah,
with
that's-
110
They've
people.
no, they've loaded a bunch of provisions on the ship.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, okay,
Eventually,
It's a
you
lot of
might need to
Cliff
restock
Bars.
somewhere, but yeah.
yes, at major ports and stuff. Okay,
Yeah, if we
I
fight a
just want
bunch
to
of
make sure that
pirates,
it's baked in.
we can steal their stuff.
Yep.
It'll be fine.
Granola.
Going to introduce them to a lemon, everyone. This is how you avoid
Everybody's
right.
eating granola
No
bars for the next
scurvy.
60 days, so I hope you're not too picky.
Oh, good. Nature's made. They just shatter your teeth.
Yeah. You do have 2 gods on board too, so
Oh, it's
Doesn't
one
hurt.
is a god of battle and the other is a god of music.
so you will have a fun time. I don't
It's
know
gonna be
how-
all this like military soundtrack music. Like,
Just Sousa.
dun, 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 dun,
Ima-
dun, dun.
Imagine Pythor came up with his own mixtape.
Oh no, God!
It's a theme to Mortal Kombat repeated every.
There's just got glow sticks.
Very good. All right. As you raise the sail of the Ultros and begin to leave the harbor of Mitros, you are saluted by a roar of excited cheers from the gathered crowd. From the dock, admirers attempt to throw flowers and small trinkets onto the deck of your ship. Sadie picks them up and tosses them back. We already got enough.
They have a trinket girl.
Come on. Sadie's not going to
Wait, hold on.
I'll take to the air and sort of, fly and like tracking the
Oh,
ship
okay.
as we leave the harbor to sort of, take in the crowds and like catch flowers if I can, kiss hands and babies and stuff, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, somebody tosses their baby up to you.
Yeah, I catch the baby. Oh, do you want me to roll for that or is
Sure,
that-
yeah. Dexterity saving
No,
throw.
no. Well, just do it.
I roll- do I roll with advantage or disadvantage or
No,
just flat roll?
Straight roll. Yeah.
Flat roll. It was a D20, so that's okay. I think it was a nat 20. Excuse me.
Oh,
Because if I
the
rolled with
baby's
disadvantage,
Hey.
the other roll. So,
That baby's
no.
yours now.
yeah.
The baby's-
Aw.
The baby actually lands like on your back, as if it's like it's mounted and it's great. It's like a whole.
That's pretty
Everybody
great.
loves it. It all went. Yeah.
With a natural 20, now the baby can fly.
The baby.
I love it.
Yeah, it's great. Everything works out. So you sail past the Colossus of Pythor, onward towards the horizon. A gentle breeze carries the sound of music from the city. It's not gaudy battle music. It's actual, like, good, solid Mitros happy music. Great deeds are sung. Heartfelt prayers for the heroes of the prophecy are chanted. It says here, your voyage has begun.
Bum, ba-dum, bum.
Very good. Okay.
Yay!
Let's get
What a
in and
crew.
talk about how you navigate the seas.
Yes,
Oh, my man.
Okay.
the star chart.
So you're heading out into the Cerulean Gulf first, and both the Cerulean Gulf and the Forgotten Sea are the domain of Sidon.
Right.
It takes
Grandpa.
magical means to safely navigate these waters, and that's why you've got your Antikythera. It's going to. Oh yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
Constellation chart. It's a complex magical construct, and it attunes itself to the constellations in order to provide you with directions. More on that in 1 second. First, a little bit of bookkeeping. So each of those constellations do line up with a location that you can travel to. It takes 3 days of your 60 days that you have left to go from one location to another location.
Okay.
Always 3 days. You can reduce that by 1 day if you are creative. One of the ways that you can reduce that from 3 to 2 days is if you sacrifice to Sidon. It is his domain.
Yeah, gross.
You're related. You're related to. Can we just get like the relative nepotistic? Like, hey, can we do 2 days instead?
Boy,
Yeah, do we get the family discount?
We're friends with the cow. No,
I'm not sure that's gonna work.
you don't want to ask. I understand if you don't want to ask your grandpa.
I mean, I think
Kind of
I'm
a big
supposed
ask.
to. Yeah, I'm supposed to kill him eventually too, so that seems kind of rude.
but that's very Greek. So
It is, but you know, if you're gonna kill him anyway, why not get the favors while you can? That's all I'm saying. I'll help you kill him. I have a beef with him too. It might be involved with breaking the curse. I don't know, but I got your back. Anyway,
You have a beef with him because of the
I
cows.
do. I have a beef with him because of the cow. That's right.
Inspiration, Delta.
Well earned. That was some master class.
You had to pull
punning.
multiple things together there and tie a perfect knot.
That's right.
Yeah, it worked.
It happened.
You might find eventually, as you grow in power, that there are more creative ways that you could reduce from 3 to 2 as well. I'll leave those for you to think about and consider as you continue your journey. If your crew ever falls below 50 people, the journey increases by a day. It will begin to take 4 days.
Now, why would we lose over 50% of our crew?
Don't know. Just saying.
Listen, it's only a 1 day
throw it out
increase for half. That's pretty good.
You could save
but we
yourself some cost, right? I mean, you could do the Thanos thing, and then it's like, oh,
Right.
I'll pay for as much
From
money
here on
and
out,
resources, and it's only costing me a day here or there.
if we
Right.
have 6 infinity gems, I'm going home.
Well, from here on, we have a few destinations, things what we have to character goal and overall hero goal accomplish. And if there's 3 days between and so many destinations, do we have? You're probably getting to this, but clarity on which constellation corresponds to what, or is this a sort of
The porcelain doll goes like this.
I knew it. Yeah. Okay. All right, we're getting to that. Got it.
We'll get there very shortly. All right, a couple more things about the Ultros. There are stats on the Ultros. This thing has a maximum crew capacity of 100, so you are at capacity. It's got cargo capacity 150 tons, if anybody cares. Its AC is 16, it has 1,000 hit points, and its damage threshold is 20. That means something has to do at least 20 damage before it actually damages the ship, right?
Sorry, could you
on
repeat
the
that?
Ship, 16 AC, 1,000 hit points, and a damage threshold of 20. And of course, your crew right now is at 100. It's at capacity. So in a certain way, it's kind of like the hit points of the ship, but also like your crew's sort of like hit points too, right? If you start losing crew.
And can I ask if the overall hit points to like if it loses hit points, does that affect AC at all? As it mechanically at all? It stays the same. Okay.
Nope, just straight hit points. I imagine if it starts to lose enough hit points, it could be tough to repair the ship because it's made out of a magical tree. Good luck finding Naya's second mom.
It's a real Sea of Thieves situation.
I'm all out of ants. Actually, Versy's here, so but she didn't not bring her tree. So
she didn't bring her tree. Yeah. Maybe if you did
interesting.
And quickly before you do move on,
turn her skin into wood. You could. I don't know. Just
so we can only travel the Cerulean Gulf until we get the missing piece. Then we can get in the Forgotten Sea. Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay,
that's
right. Make sure my notes are right.
And we'll come back to that because that ties into the constellation.
Now,
on
normally,
the ship.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, normally a ship has a carpenter for repairs, but this is a magical. Who knows?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. The ship has 4 ballista on it.
Oh, okay.
These things fire some type of piercing damage, something like big ship-sized crossbow bolts, essentially.
Yeah.
So we've got Kyros on one, Bullbug on the other, Pythor on another.
Yeah.
and then you shoot
Yeah.
me at the enemy
So
boats, right?
It
Fastball
normally
special,
takes
right?
it normally takes 3 people to man each ballista, but
Oh,
some
wow.
of the crew can assist, right?
So that
it's-
takes 12 crew.
So, a ballista bolt is like a +6 to hit. It's +7 if one of you are part of the 3. So you get a +1 for including yourself at the ballista. Its range is 120 or 480 for the disadvantage range. And you can target one target with it. If you hit
120 or 480? Sorry.
Yep. 120 to 480.
Uh-huh.
And if you hit, it is 3d10 piercing damage.
Great.
And you also have 2 rowboats that you can use as you get to these islands. If there's not a good place to dock or you can't get really close, if you get a good enough place you can anchor down, you do have 2 rowboats that you can take off of the boat, off of the Ultros.
What's the capacity of those?
The rowboats can carry up to 8 people.
Okay.
And
whose relatives are they made out of?
yeah, it's first cousins once removed, so they're not. It's it's not really your mother, but it is close enough where it's like, oh, we could use these in the Ultros. Yeah.
Someone I would have loved if I had ever met them. I got you.
Yep. Okay. Let's talk about the constellations. Everybody's favorite thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's how it works. We talked about this. Every island has a constellation. Each of the constellations has a box of narrative text that goes along with it. When you choose a constellation that you're going to travel to, I'll read the fun little text, and then that'll set off your journey towards that location. That'll be where your 3 days start to count. Constellation 0 is the constellation of the Bear. That's the location that you're at right now.
Okay.
So, for example, if you want to come back to Mitros, you'd pick the Bear. Alternatively, if you want to go to the Mithril Forge, where Vulcan is waiting further inland on the mainland, that also counts as Constellation 0. So you can essentially travel from Mitros to the Mithril Forge for free, but if you want to go back to either of them, that counts as one location. If you were to choose that, for example, I would recite text similar to this. I would say, and this is sort of Kira talking. She's like your lore, she's taking you through the lore of Thylea. She says, "See the great bear? She is always there in the sky, hunting to feed her cubs. And unlike the other stars, she never touches the ocean. At the dawn of time, the Titans created many birds and beasts to live in the lands of Thylea, but all the waters of the oceans remained empty. Only the great bear swam in the rivers and lakes. The mother goddess came to her and said, 'Great bear, you are the wisest of the landwalkers, so I will grant you a boon. I will fill the oceans with creatures, strange and colorful, and you will have dominion over them. Would this please you?' The great bear was quiet for some time until the goddess prompted her to speak, and then finally the bear said, 'Mother goddess, I am humbled by your generosity. The creatures you speak of sound marvelous, but I love the lands and the rivers and the lakes too much to leave them for the seas.' The mother goddess understood. She smiled, and with a wave of her hands, all the rivers and the lakes of Thylea were filled with glittering fish, so that the great bear would never want for food. To this day, she loves to swim the rivers, catching fish, but she has never touched the ocean." And thus, that cool little short story gives you an understanding of why the bear, Constellation 0, represents the mainland. Okay.
That's nice.
Here's what you do know about the constellations. Constellations 1 through 10 are in the Cerulean Gulf. They're open to you to choose right now. Constellations 11 through 17 are out in the Forgotten Sea.
Okay.
Those are unavailable to choose right now. You also know this. Moxina's here. And she's here to give you a little insider info. Because you were able to take her on with her oath of service, You get a couple hints. I mean, unless you don't want her to give you any hints, because
Fess up, Moxina. We'll make it worth your while.
I mean, she's here. She might as well make herself useful.
Oh, well, she'll make herself more useful than some others on the ship. She'll tell you what 2 of the constellations are right now.
Ooh.
Great.
Constellation number 9, the twins, is the island of Themis. If you choose number 9, you will go to where the Amazon warriors reside, and you could handle that situation. She knows that. She also knows that Constellation 11, the dragon, is where Hexia is. That is out in the Forgotten Sea.
Okay, well,
she recommends you're going to go find that gear first before you're going to go out and handle it.
Yeah.
I'd also like several levels under our belt before we fight a named dragon, but
You should certainly prepare yourself. So with all of that said, time to choose your first location, your first constellation as a group. Where is it from number 1 through number 10? Which constellation looks most appealing to you as a party?
We don't. Okay, so we don't know which one, but we should get to the Isle of Yonder relatively soon. I think we
You
should
would
prioritize
expect
that.
the island of Yonder is out there. You're probably going to find
Yonder?
Bias and a bunch of other. I mean, that's where the Order of Sidon sort of has their one of their mainstays.
Then maybe we shouldn't go right there if we're going to be fighting whole armies.
In meta talk, there are 2 different paths for your next level of experience. If you explore 3 islands in the Cerulean Gulf, after the 3rd exploration, I'll hand out a milestone level to all of you. If you retrieve the gear to the Antikythera, you also get a level of experience. Those are and/ors. So 3 islands first, you'll get another level. But if you happen across the island of Yonder and you do procure the gear that Gaia stole, you can also get a level for that.
Cool.
Well,
oh, okay, I'm conflating 2 things. Never mind. Sorry, my bad.
I mean, maybe we can kind of figure out from the names of the constellations which island is associated with it, since, the dragon is
We've got
associated
2
with
clues with the
Hexia.
bear. Right.
So
Yeah.
And the twins, does there have any sort of obvious connection with Amazons?
I can read you the twins since you know that that's the island of Themis now. So it says the 2 stars directly above us are the twins, named for Sidon and Lutheria. One day the great tree from which all Thylea was born blossomed with 7 shimmering fruits. Seeing this luscious bounty, Kentamine reached from the ocean and devoured the fruit, casting the spike-covered pits aside. The pits floated on the water, taunting Kentamine. In his anger, he smashed them to the bottom of the sea, pricking his hands on the thorns and leaving a wash of blood in the waves. The next morning, the 7 pits floated back to the surface, split open, and the Titans, the children of Kentamine and Thylea, burst forth, fully formed. But one of the 7 pits gave birth to a pair of Titans, Sidon and Lutheria, the youngest of Kentamine's children. They would eventually overthrow their siblings and conquer all of Thylea in their lust for power. How that ties into the island of Themis, I don't know, but there's a fun little piece of lore for you.
Right. So, I have a question about lore. What do we know about Sidon, like, as far as domain, as far as, like, associations, correspondences as a deity, as a figure, as this type, this primordial figure? Is there anything that might illuminate any of these with respect to them.
I think he's the Titan, and Lutheria is the Dreamer.
Cool. Well, the Dreamer is out of bounds.
Oh yeah, but so is
but the Titan.
So is the Titan.
Titan. Yeah, but,
Titan is too.
So we have to get the gear before we can even think about going to fight them.
But we
I'm
might
just wondering
want
where the gear, where I was trying to assess like the reasoning of like where Gaius would go with the gear as a Sidon specific dude, you know.
Okay, so the constellations that are accessible to us are the Bear, the Gaigan, the Prisoner, the Golden Heart, the Trickster, the Bard, the Warrior, the Centaur, the Queen, the Twins, which we already know is and the Ant.
That's correct.
So the ones that kind of make the most sense to me are either the Warrior or maybe the Ant.
I was thinking the Prisoner.
I have one question.
The Prisoner, I think, is in reference to Kentamine, probably.
What do you think?
I have one question.
I would presume that might be Exile. Go ahead.
He's only got one hand.
One question, one comment. Whenever I hear Kentamine, I think of ketamine. The question is, just because we know that the Twins is Themis, does that mean that the Gaius has not gone there? That we know that he hasn't gone there? Like, does that rule that out as a destination?
I will give you DM inside information, yes. So Gaius went to where the Order of Sidon resides.
Yeah, that's the Isle of
Yonder.
Yonder.
Okay, all right.
Island of Yonder. Yep.
Okay,
so if you do want to pursue Gaius first, and you want to try to get that gear first, number 9 is not your choice.
Is not the choice, right? I'm going to presume that Golden Heart leads to Golden Heart Island. I'm just putting that out there.
Well,
that's in the dark.
My thinking is that the Centaur and the Queen are probably in reference to Lutheria, because she's got like a special domain over. I think that centaurs like worship her. If I'm remembering the lore correctly. But hey, he also brought centaurs to the table, so maybe the centaurs just really like both of them. But I thought that they were more associated with Lutheria. I think that the Trickster probably wouldn't, and the Bard don't seem to ring for them. So yeah, that's kind of why I'm leaning more towards the Warrior and the Ant as like the two ones that maybe make the most sense to me.
I've run out of islands before 10. Are the Island of the Dragon and the Island of Time included in this list? Am I just not thinking?
The Dragon's 11.
No, I mean there's an island of the dragon.
Yep, they're all in there.
Okay.
The
so
island of
that would take a boat to get to.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
All the islands you are looking for, Naya, are somewhere in the mix. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Well, do we want to pick either the Ant or the? We have to start somewhere. So unless we want to go to the freebie first and deal with that, I don't know that we do or not. I'm trying to recall. Then let's pick either the Ant or the Warrior. You said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Unless somebody else has some other logic.
Right.
I'm just going off of what I'm remembering.
In the absence of that, I'm just saying, like, you've made a suggestion. Why not?
I mean, if the freebie we got has like a correlation with at least one of the things we're supposed to be looking for, might give us more information on where Yonder would be. Or who knows?
Hey, does the ghost racist in your head have any idea?
Oh, it's a great question.
You want to talk to Esther?
Yeah, Esther. You're a legendary sailor.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, hey.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what constellation the island of Yonder is? I don't know if things have changed in like 500 years.
Oh, you're looking for yonder, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I could probably tell you,
Uh-huh.
but you're gonna have to let me in a little bit more, Kyros. You're gonna have to give me a little bit more control of this situation.
So I say we start at 1.
Oh, come on. It's an easy answer. You just say yes. And then off we go.
Don't
Okay,
feel
so
that you have to do that, Kyros.
mechanically for the player Andy, right now,
Yes, please.
because of your unfortunate pact with Esther, Esther
Feel like I was
is
tricked.
able to take control of you as a character for one turn, within a 24-hour period. If you answer yes to his question, that will increase to 1 minute or 10 turns, which equates to about a full encounter.
Yeah.
Yikes!
I was like,
that's a steep incline.
I was gonna say, if it's 2 rounds, who cares? That's 12 seconds. Somebody can guess hold person on me. I'm gonna fail that save. Oh man.
Come on,
But we'll
it's
that.
just a minute.
minute.
I'm asking for 1 minute out
It's
of
a
the whole
full
day.
encounter.
It's 1 minute. What can I do wrong in a minute? We're
You
working
can do a
Everything.
lot with 10
So
rounds.
much
on.
in one.
1 little minute, bud. I'll point you right to that island.
Lucy was growling at that, so she senses evil in that.
Yeah.
Danger.
Here's the problem. Kyros wants to help his friends, and he failed his self-imposed wisdom check, so he'll say yes.
What? Have to do that?
Done deal, friend. Done deal, huh? 1 minute.
But that's it. 1 minute. That's all you get.
By the
Oh,
way,
man.
if it continues to increase, you will eventually become an NPC.
I am aware.
Permanently.
It was,
But then you get to play this colorful character.
yeah.
Value yourself
No,
more,
it's an
Kyros. You don't have to say yes.
NPC. I don't get to play him anymore.
Well,
You have to make a new
could play
character.
Esther if you really want to.
I could, but I'll probably just make a new character. But
Esther says
it won't come to that.
Take
No.
you're looking for the Ordo Sardone. They're going to be well prepared. They're going to have plenty of defense on this island, right? So don't think you're going to go in there guns blazing and take the place down. You're going to have to be a little sneaky like, huh? Get in and get out. Get what you need, huh? You're looking for the Geigen. You follow that constellation. That leads you right to where you want to be.
I was way off.
Hey, pleasure doing business with you, friend. Looking forward to more opportunities like this. Huh?
Do we have to chain him down, like,
Slippery
periodically?
slope.
The
Kyros.
The Geigen is what number?
1.
Number one.
Oh, geez.
Oh, wow.
Maybe we should. Maybe.
You know what? So Naya was right.
Let's say, yeah, exactly. As an experiment, after we go to 1, let's see what 2 is like for our goal list. Cool. So we set sail for
So
Geigen,
you made a little
Geigentown.
deal. You found some information out. What do you want to do?
Go
Uh,
sulk.
If there was any value in that, I think it was in the warning. I don't know that we're ready to storm a complex. Which
Well, he said we could be sneaky. Good
Yeah.
thing we have a rogue.
That's right. That's right.
I would like to look around the crew that's been on this stream the whole time and try to remember any of those times we were really good at sneaking around. I'm going to resolve in my thoughts that maybe that's not great either.
Naya.
But,
I can
Naya,
pass
it
that
is,
out of the
I
tree.
have a +2.
it is
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I have +4 to stealth.
Kyros,
Naya,
you
it is
rattle when
me.
you walk.
What? I'm
gotta
not giving
take
up
off
my
some
javelins.
javelins,
Never.
It's javelins.
They're the
Not
only
in-
thing
not in
keeping me
tunnels.
safe.
And you rattle when you walk. And now you're possessed by a monster who killed my family, who can take a hold of you for a whole minute. So, just taking inventory.
Naya,
Taking inventory.
When you
is
put it
me,
like that, it
Bulldog.
sounds like a bad idea.
Naya, you
Warbug.
remember me? Naya, you
Yeah,
remember me? I am
Warbug,
one
yes.
with most javelin. Yes.
That's well.
I think it's debatable still.
I have
That's an
question.
objective.
I have question, Naya. You have birthday soon. Yes. You are turning 18. Is 18? No one is happy about your birthday. Is 18 for nymph like 80 for human?
Oh no, are you
I start
dying?
filling the alchemy jug with fresh water. No, it's
Yes, Bulldog understands. You will be old and die soon, and no one is happy. Here, Bulldog help. You know what pirates say when he turn 80? Aye, matey. It is funny joke. Relax, Naya. Have good birthday. Have happy birthday.
Oh, Naya, he told you to relax. That should help.
I stick my head in the jug. And I have a scream. Just a quick, more a shout. Just a quick shout in the morning.
Just
I just give thumbs up to Borbug, and hope that I can stay under long enough for him to move on.
Hey. Yep. Okay, so where are we gonna go?
Quick
We're gonna go
scream
to
in the
number
morning.
one. We're gonna go to number one, the Geigen. Is that the choice?
Well,
Oh,
I think so.
we know what to expect there, and I do think getting the gear, because if we start to run out of time, having the gear in hand
Right.
will be a necessary function.
See, you've
I
played a
wouldn't
BioWare
mind
RPG
bumbling
before.
around. Yes, I played a BioWare RPG before. There is some other business out here, like we got Scorpion Island, we've got Island of the Fates, and other things that might have some stuff for us. There's a Geigen Ruins that might get you a forger to get you out of the realm, Kyros. But so there's other things to do if we don't want to skip right. If we don't want to accidentally go the right way, as in JRPGs, that's never the right path. Or I am eager to kill guys and burn that entire cult down. So
Yeah, if we can deal a blow to them early, that might be good.
Or
Fix on
here's what
one.
we could do. We could
Also
go
get a
solve the Amazons problem, trade out our 100-person crew for 100 Amazons, get them to storm the complex. Then we're
Okay.
gangbusters.
What, you think those Amazons want 100 dudes laying around in their underwear on their island?
No, they'll eat them.
That's
I
kind
think.
of wreck the
it's a hard
place,
trade. It's a hard trade.
right? Unless they're sacrificed to the gods
I mean-
or something.
the Amazons have boats. They can just let them go
Shove
home.
them back on a boat. Goodbye.
Do you want to swap them out? That's okay.
Yeah,
That's cool.
do a
So you
little
want to?
tradesy.
So you're proposing we go to Themis, handle that, and then maybe go
Take
to
care of all that
Gigan.
nonsense.
Gigan, like you're saying, let's get a little experience on the high seas under our belt before we go to take on Gaius. That's what you're suggesting.
I think there's value in that. There's also a quicker level if we go deal with Gaius. So as the DM has already told us. Well,
That's true.
I'm down
And-
for. My vote is to go to Gaius first, but that's just me.
Andromeda, since we do know where your awful aunt is, and you killed mine, so I can offer to help kill yours. Do you feel a sense of urgency to go to Themis and like get that taken care of, or are you content to let that happen throughout the course of the game? I guess.
I mean, it'd be good to not have my homeland be in the grips of an evil lady, but then we do seem to be on a clock for the end of the world. So you kind of figure I want to take care of that first, so I have a home to go back to and defeat the evil lady.
Yeah, but see, this
Very pragmatic.
is still a BioWare RPG, which means we have time to do both.
Yeah, my official vote, but I would give Andromeda extra votes if you feel strongly about it. But I also think we should just go after Gaius first. Get the gear in hand, then we have the full options of what to do when.
Then Bob's your uncle.
And see, listen, if we fail at that, we just roll up new characters and we try the other one.
That's right.
It's the D&D version of Save Scumming.
Yes, I'm scared.
The Ultros is out on the Isle of Yonder,
Crap.
in possession of. Yeah, it's going to be a much tougher. It's not New Game Plus. It's whatever the opposite. New Game Minus.
Yeah, it's
Listen,
I'll
roll up beta.
Okay, so number one, that's the choice. The Geigen.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let me. Well, should we save the blurb for next time?
Are you going to wind up repeating it next episode anyway?
Yeah, probably. So just save it. Let's.
I think that makes good starting text.
So let me ask.
It does bear repeating.
No, that's too much with the bear inspiration. I can't. There's a beef and then a bear.
You simply can't bear it. It's okay.
Oh.
We're leaving.
Yeah, we're on our way out.
Let me ask: are you going to use the full 3 days, or are you going to sacrifice, let's say, a white cow to side on so you can get to the island of Yonder in 2?
Absolutely. What do you think?
How much? What is the trade ratio of oarsman to cow?
Oh, so you're saying sacrifice oarsman?
I'm just curious. If we have 50 is the thing that's really going to compromise our speed. So we've got a buffer of 50, really.
As the technical captain, by my ghost possession, I'm gonna say,
Right.
Let's not do that. That's bad for morale.
I'm not saying we do it.
Bad for morale.
I'm trying to understand the rate of exchange and sacrifice. Like, if we're in a pinch, if it comes down to it, I might choose the cow over one of these horsemen. I mean, it could be a very charming cow.
Well, listen, we got 4 goats, so, you know.
Goats are capricious, inherently. So I kind of
right in there in the name.
Right in the branding. So,
well, you could always try it at some point. Like you start with 1, and if that doesn't help, you can go to 2 and 3. So yeah, you can figure that out.
As long as we keep 51 oarsmen.
Oh,
yeah, no, I'm not. I think we all know where I stand on sacrifice, and we've already sacrificed a minute of our most powerful members every day. So maybe that's enough for this.
Yeah,
I said I'm
turn
sorry.
him down. I
don't know if I did, but I am.
Sure, the minutes passed.
Voice in my head said sorry.
I'm doing it to help. It didn't help.
Sometimes there's a second invisible heroes in my brain.
Wait, what did you just do? Okay, here's my new plan. We just adventure as long as possible every day. We don't take many rests. That way, he only gets a minute of my weakest time, maybe.
Oh.
Worth considering.
So you just build up levels of exhaustion so that you can impose disadvantages on him.
Yeah, I'm going to make him worse. That's how this will work.
Okay, we'll end with 2 quick things. So 1, your first night out on open waters in the Cerulean Gulf, you all get a little collective dream. A woman's voice suddenly emanates from the darkness around you in your dream, and she says, "So your great quest begins? Off to become heroes, are you? Mortals are so very proud." I'm reading the wrong one. Oh, yeah, I am. Here. I'll say that.
Don't say that too.
Why do mortals feel the need to explore, to sail over every horizon? what do you expect to find out there in the vast emptiness of the oceans? And then you see a vision of 5 men clinging to the wreckage of a ship, drifting towards the shoreline. And as they draw closer, the relief on their faces is palpable. Eventually, they splash through the shallows and collapse on the white sand. She says, "These men once sought treasure, but now they seek simple things. Food, fresh water." The sun slowly sets towards the wine-dark sea, and the men have set camp. And there's a tantalizing smell of something roasting. It sort of drifts from the fire. And she says, "Perhaps you'd like to join them. Are you hungry?" And the last thing you see as the men greedily chew the meat and gnaw at the bones, the juice and the gristle dripping down their chins, is that you notice one of the men's missing now. And the discarded bones look much too large for a pig. And you all wake up to that wonderful, wonderful dream.
But where'd they get the pig?
Okay, here's what we'll pick up next time. On your second day out to sea, venturing towards the island of Yonder, your ship sails into a patch of deep crimson water that stretches on as far as the eye can see. Gory chunks of sea creatures, as well as the occasional humanoid corpse, sort of bobbing along, floating in the waves, bumping up against the hull of the Ultros. Worse than the sight of all of the carnage is the pervasive stench of rotting flesh and the coppery tang of blood in the air. Suddenly, you feel a lurch as if your ship grinds to a bit of a halt. It slows down as if something has grasped it from beneath. One serpenty head lifts up out of the water, and then another, and then a third. And before you know it, there's 5 heads up out of the water, looking directly at you aboard your little old Ultros. Sidon has sent his welcoming party. And we'll deal with that the next time we play.
Yeah.
What a 5-head, jeez.
I don't wanna.
That's one each.
Great.
We have all these warriors now. Warsmen, whatever.
Yeah, I'm
We
sure
have
my
a
dad will
god
claim
of battle.
one.
Right? A god of
I
battle.
don't think he's allowed to interfere. I think that's his whole deal.
I'll not interfere. Oath of peace.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
So,
he's
next
sunning
time we'll
himself right
see
there.
if the Chosen can get another win for the bad guys. Looking bleak.
Mhm.
If the Hydra eats Kyros, then the ghost can't take control of him.
Of the Hydra or of Kyros?
Oh,
Oh.
the transubstantiation thing.
Oh, if we
You-
could get the ghost to
you are what
possess
you
the
eat.
Hydra, that could solve our problem.
Like a Hydra driving, the boat at the wheel.
Hey, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay.
Outros, shout outs. Hey, I feel like things are going in a really positive direction.
Yeah, you would.
I feel really good about the last couple of episodes. I just want to, as a DM, I think it's important that I share, perspectives from across the campaign. Sidon and Lutheria are really happy that, things are going as well as they are.
That's great.
If anybody else likes to share, feel free. But that's sort of Sidon wants to give a shout out. Hey, we're doing well. 60 days, Mitros is gonna burn.
Mistakes for me.
All right.
We'll be back Wednesday. So that's about all I have. And come back in 2 weeks to see us fight this Hydra. Or
Smash a like.
please smash a like, do a subscribe, give us that Twitch Prime
Ring a bell.
if you got it.
Hey, put a G in the chat for the good guys. We'll know you're
Don't do
out
that. It's a new month, so you probably have to re-up your Prime subscription because it's a chore. Still haven't made that easier, so that's fun.
Why would they?
It's like getting a gift card for Christmas. It's just kind of getting a chore.
Yes. Now I have to go out and buy something?
But you already went out and bought something. This.
You were at this store, apparently. Well,
Anyway.
that's 2 things, by the way. I'm counting that as 2 things.
Okay, that's it. Have a good day, everyone. It's the day. It's not the night. I remembered. Someone be proud of me.
You did it.
Bye. See you all Wednesday.
G for the good guys.